Yo, what is up, STOMP Wrestling fam? It's your boy, the Beanie Boy, and today we will be predicting every main roster WWE champion holder post WrestleMania 40. I don't know why I paused there. We'll be predicting every championship holder post WrestleMania 40, and knowing that WrestleMania is a few weeks or a month and some weeks. It's only right that we do this, because we know that WrestleMania is full of surprises, full of changed championships, full of everything that you can't imagine happening will probably happen at WrestleMania. So there are some controversial, some out of pocket, some crazy predictions in this video, but bear with. First and foremost, we'll start off with the Women's Tag Team Championships. Now, those championships have been given more dignity as of late, all thanks to Chelsea Green and Piper Niven or Sonya Deville, whichever ones you wanna credit. But I think the people who are holding them now, the ladies who are holding those tag team championships now, are the best people to carry them to WrestleMania and post WrestleMania. Unless there's a great tag team that comes up on the rise, or unless Damage Control gets proper stories, I think we're okay with having Kaden Carter and Katana Chance holding those championships post WrestleMania 40. Next, we have the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championships, currently held by the Judgment Day. Now, as much as I don't want them to lose their titles post WrestleMania, it's probably going to happen at the biggest event of the year. I think they're going to be dropping their titles at WrestleMania 40, and according to the way things are going now, it's probably going to be to Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. DIY is the team that I see holding the titles post WrestleMania 40. Next, we have the Women's Championships, and we'll start off with the one that seems a bit unsure, a bit directionless at the moment, and that is Io Sky's Women's Undisputed Championship. Now, Io Sky doesn't seem to be having a feud as of late, doesn't seem to be doing anything of note as of late. She will be fighting Bianca Belair. I think that's her next opponent. But other than that, I don't see anything too much happening with the Women's Undisputed Championship. And so I'm thinking out of the two, she's most likely going to drop the title. Now, bear with, right? Bear with, because the two people that I have in mind carrying those championships post WrestleMania are crazy. For the main reason that they're not even on the roster at the moment. But I see Io Sky dropping her Undisputed Women's Championship to either Mercedes Moné, aka Sasha Banks, or... And his name is John Cena! AJ Lee. Now... Stupid! Now I know, like I said, bear with. It's crazy to think that any of those women would be back at WrestleMania. Crazy to think any of those women would come back and win a championship. But I think the women's division needs a shock factor, and that hasn't happened in a while. And so I think having any of those women, if not both, come back and one of them winning the championship off of Io Sky would be great. So who's going to be champion after WrestleMania? AJ Lee or Mercedes Moné? I called it. If it doesn't happen, you can laugh. If it does happen, come back and tell me I'm the GOAT. Anyway, the Women's World Champion, currently held by Rhea Ripley, is a sticky one because it seems all but confirmed that we're going to be having Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley. Now, it's difficult to confirm a loss for Becky Lynch, but in the same breath, it's difficult to confirm a loss for Rhea Ripley, especially because her title run might not be the greatest, but she's definitely over. She's definitely made believers out of everyone, And so it's hard to see any of those women losing. But in a match between Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch, I see Becky Lynch losing. Now, I know WrestleDrop is going to hate me for this because duh. But Rhea Ripley is such a proven champion, and she's got age on her side, she's got the fans on her side, and she's something new. I mean, we don't want to see another year of the 4 horsewomen carrying the WWE. And I know it's controversial and contradictory because I just said Mercedes Moné, but you know what I mean. if Becky Lynch wins the title, it could happen at like SummerSlam, for example. I wouldn't mind that. But to have Rhea Ripley's title run end without a proper story, without a proper feud that you can sink your teeth into, I feel like it's robbery for Mommy. So I definitely say Mommy holding the title post WrestleMania 40. Next, we have the mid-card championships. Now, it's tough. It's tough. Well, for one of them. For the other one, simple. And I'll just say it now. Gunther will hold the championship at WrestleMania, face whoever he needs to face, and retain it post WrestleMania. Done. Done. I'm not even gonna argue. I'm not even gonna make up scenarios in my mind. Gunther will only drop that title when he's in position to win the world title. Mark my words. Mark my words, alright?
Daddy, chill.
That's the only scenario I see Gunther losing the championship. And I don't think he's going to be in a world championship match this WrestleMania. And so I don't see him losing the Intercontinental Championship this WrestleMania. So Sami Zayn, Chad Gable, anyone who people are thinking have a chance to dethrone Gunther, nah. So Gunther holding the Intercontinental Champion at WrestleMania and post WrestleMania. Done. Now with the United States Championship, right? I know almost for a fact, because I hope that's what happens, but Logan Paul needs to drop that title at Mania. I don't care who it's to. I don't care. Logan Paul needs to drop the title at Mania. Now, who does he drop the title to? This was the hardest one to predict, I won't lie. Because it's almost written in the stars. I mean, it's like a year late, but LA Knight seems to be the best option, right? But a part of me feels that LA Knight's time is done. And I'm not saying that he should get thrown to the back of the line or he shouldn't be featured on TV, but I just feel like the WWE took too long to pull the LA Knight trigger. And I know it's been said for months, after losing to Roman Reigns, after losing whatever it is that he's been losing and winning, that his moment will come at WrestleMania. Granted. But I feel like now it's almost like an afterthought, you know? Because yes, he's still over with the fans because he's LA Knight, but I don't think LA Knight is the guy now. I'm sorry to all LA Knight believers, to all LA Knight fans. I'm one of them, but I don't think that LA Knight's moment has to come anymore. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that. And so, who do I see holding the United States Championship post WrestleMania? Braun Breaker. Listen. I don't know how it's gonna happen. I don't know why it's gonna happen, but Braun Breaker needs to make his main roster debut or mainstay or whatever you want to call it, and the best way to do that is to win the United States Championship. Many people are going out on a limb, going crazy, saying that he should win the World Championship or the Undisputed Champion. Not yet. The main event scene is stacked.
What? Who? Oh my god. Who is this bloke? He's despicable.
Right? Emphasis. Stacked.
He's done it again! He's done it again! That is a foul! You fucking little bastard!
And so there is no space for Braun Breaker in that division right now. But a fresh mid-card face as champion, hey man, like I'm saying, I don't know how it's gonna happen. I don't know why it would happen. But that's another wild prediction that I have. Braun Breaker will win the United States Championship and carry it post WrestleMania. Again, one of those. If it happens, come call me the GOAT. If it doesn't, you can laugh in my face. But that's my prediction for the United States Championship. Coming to now the meat of the video.
Yeah, boy.
The two world championships. The main event scenes. I'll start with one that people are most likely expecting to change. And that is... actually, people are expecting both of them to change. And I don't agree. I really don't agree. Let me tell you why. First and foremost, let's start with the World Heavyweight Championship, currently held by Seth Rollins. Now, Seth Rollins is going to retain his title at WrestleMania. Whether he faces CM Punk, whether he faces, I don't know, who else is there? Drew McIntyre again, snooze. But Seth Rollins is going to retain that title. It's happening, right? And I know a lot of people are gonna be saying, "Oh, but CM Punk, he's in prime position. He needs to win it." No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. And I'm not saying CM Punk shouldn't get a world championship in his run, but it shouldn't happen at this year's WrestleMania. It's too soon, too much too soon, and we need to see CM Punk fight his way to the top. I know he's a top guy and he's already at the top, but he hasn't had a televised match as yet. Nobody's saying anything about him wrestling on an episode of Raw or an episode of SmackDown or the Elimination Chamber or, well, we know he's going to be in the Royal Rumble match, but I mean a one-on-one match. We need to see more of CM Punk for us to be actual believers. And unless you're a CM Punk fan, you're getting what I'm saying, right? Because we haven't seen enough of CM Punk to put him in that position. And granted, he might have a great showing at the Royal Rumble. He might even win the damn thing. But I still feel that wouldn't be enough for CM Punk to make his main event appearance at WrestleMania and win the World Championship over someone who's been working so hard, namely Seth Rollins. So whoever he faces, unless it's someone crazy who I can't even think of right now, but Seth Rollins will retain his title at WrestleMania 40 and carry it probably until SummerSlam of this year. Now for the final championship, the WWE Undisputed Championship. Listen
properly.
The story will be finished. I called it. The story will be finished at WrestleMania 40 in Philly. It has to happen. It needs to happen. Cody Rhodes has been by far the hardest working man in that company, and that is over mainstays like Seth Rollins. Cody Rhodes has proven himself to be someone who shakes off the cobwebs, you know what I mean? He's won a few, he's lost a few, mainly at WrestleMania when everyone or most people thought he was going to finish the story last year. He didn't, but that didn't get him down. He stood up, he dusted himself off, he had feud after feud, he had rivalry after rivalry, and he's been putting in the work. Let's take it off television for a bit. Bro works more days than most people, and that is on house shows, that is appearances, and that's what I think we're lacking with CM Punk. Just to go back to that, CM Punk hasn't, yes, I know he wrestled at Madison Square Garden, but that's all we're seeing, you know. Besides the sporadic appearance to cut a promo on Raw, we're not seeing enough of CM Punk to make him #1 contender. And with Cody Rhodes, we don't have that problem. He can definitely carry the company on his back. He's the ideal person to beat Roman Reigns. And I just feel that more likely than not, Cody Rhodes will be the man to dethrone Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40 in the main event of WrestleMania Night 2 and carry the WWE Undisputed Championship at and post WrestleMania 40. So yes, the story is finishing this year and this video is finishing right now. If you disagree with anything that I've said, mainly about Mercedes Moné or AJ Lee or Braun Breaker or CM Punk, let me know down in the comments below. But other than that, I'm pretty certain about this list, very confident. Come at me if you will. But it's been your boy, the Beanie Boy, part of STOMP Wrestling. It's Mania season, baby. It's time to go crazy. It's time to go wild. And until the next one, I can't wait to see what happens. I can't wait to prove myself right with these predictions. But again, if you disagree, let me know in the comments. I can't wait to hear from you. Until the next one, it has been too sweet. Yes, sir.